The YMCA of Greater Boston, Cruz Management Company, Boston Housing Authority, and even the Eastern Housing Court have absolutely refused to accept any accountability for the repeated violation of my rights under state, federal, and or constitutional laws, specifically since the height of the pandemic. Now, of course, I can't sue Eastern Housing Court, but I do have an appeal against an Eastern Housing Court ruling from November of 2024. So that's the way I'm suing, if you will, Eastern Housing Court. But the other three bad actors, the YMCA of Greater Boston, Cruz Management Company, and Boston Housing Authority, they've doubled down. They've just, I have them in housing court under counterclaims. I had them in Superior Court. I was trying to get a case there, direct appellate review. Not going to go into that. And I currently have them in federal court. Actually, I will mention the direct appellate review. They decided to allow the appeals court to handle my complaint. So I'm no longer in the Massachusetts Supreme Court, Massachusetts Supreme Court. They decided to allow the appeals court to handle my case that I submitted against the Eastern Housing Court ruling. So now I'm presently in both the Housing Court, Eastern Housing Court, and the federal court, the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts, because these bad actors, the YMCA of Greater Boston, Cruz Management Company, and Boston Housing Authority, and the Eastern Housing Court, refuse to accept any accountability. They will not acknowledge any wrongdoing in my claims that I can prove with written and or audio and video documentation against them for violating my rights under many laws, state, federal, and or constitutional, for many years, specifically since the height of the pandemic. So part of what I'm doing is I've launched a GoFundMe account at Still I Rise Hateful Eviction Fundraiser. And my logic is, if two haters, two demon white females who recently verbally attacked Black people who had done nothing to them by referring to them as inners, if they can raise money as haters, unprovoked. One of the individuals they refer to as an inner is a child. They got on social media and then jumped on GoFundMe and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm still blown away by that. So if they can raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for being hateful, then surely I can raise hundreds of thousands, needed money, to fight legal cases as well as and pending, imminent, probably unavoidable wrongful eviction. And even if I'm not evicted, I certainly have to get the heck up out of here. So, this is legit. This is real. This is money that's needed, again, for fighting multiple legal battles against multiple parties in two different courts, as well as the cost of relocating and all the stress and trauma and drama associated with that. Please support me at GoFundMe, Still I Rise Hateful Eviction Fundraiser. Soar Above Trauma, Soar Above Drama, by utilizing one of the many playlists on my YouTube channel, ItsSoarTime, to help you do exactly that. Peace, peace, peace.